Talia Isla here. How you going? Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about a very relevant topic right now as we move into summer as parents. We have to navigate the challenges of sun and sun exposure and being outdoors with the kids and all of that. So the topic today is my top 5 essentials for summer with kids. So let's get stuck into it. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about, the first tip I have for you, is all about sun exposure, sun protection. How do we look after our kids in a natural way this summer? You may have seen that there's been a lot of research, a lot of talk, and there's a lot of information out there these days about sunscreens and how many of them contain carcinogenic or cancer-causing ingredients. This is something I've been aware of for a long time, and so I've never actually put store-bought sunscreens on my children. I've always searched and researched for products that are natural, that contain natural ingredients, but it's extremely hard to find a good, non-greasy natural sunscreen. And so what this led to was me researching how I could potentially make my own from home. I thought, I've got nothing to lose. I can just give it a shot, and if it works, fantastic. Well, we've been using it for 2 summers now, and I will never ever go back. It's easy, it's non-greasy, it works. You can control the thickness, the amount of protection, and it's just a fabulous way to nurture your kids' skin naturally without worrying about those cancer-causing chemicals on their skin all the time. And I find that that doesn't cause any irritations or sensitivities in the skin. It's absolutely amazing. Now, one thing I want to talk to you about also is the fact that sun exposure is not bad. It's when we abuse it that is bad. So I allow my kids to have some sun exposure, and this is really good for supporting their mood, their energy levels, building up their vitamin D within their body that supports a strong, resilient immune function, which I'm sure every parent out there wants for their children. So my kids will get sun exposure. Once I feel that we need to apply the sunscreen, we will, especially if we are, at the beach where we don't have any coverage or shade, things like that. I will always put them in a hat and a rash vest. However, I will then reach for my homemade sunscreen. The oils within the sunscreen have a natural SPF. So coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax, helichrysum, lavender, myrrh all contain a natural SPF. Then we add a zinc oxide, always non-nano. We don't want the nanoparticles. But if you use a non-nano zinc oxide, that's your barrier protection. That's when you start to rapidly increase the SPF of your sunscreen. So that's my first tip, is consider using a natural sunscreen and make something yourself, or find someone who is making their own and you can purchase it from them. I will, in the link below, put in where you can buy it pre-made, or if you just want to make your own, where those resources can come from as well. The second tip I have for you is after sun care. I still remember walking into the shops after getting a little bit too much sun, wanting a spray to give myself some relief. And I remember turning the bottles over and reading the product ingredients and being mortified by how many chemicals are in after sun. We just want to support our skin, yet there's so many detrimental chemicals. Out of the whole list, I could read aqua, which is water, and aloe for aloe vera. So now we make our own with water, aloe vera, and soothing, calming, and nurturing essential oils of lavender, peppermint, and frankincense. I'll also drop the link for the recipe of that one from my website as well. So if you're interested in making your own after sun spray, you can. Fantastic for the kids. Really, really great at supporting the skin to heal, and you just keep it in the fridge in a spray bottle and you can apply it whenever needed. You can, however, make a gel, like an aloe vera gel, add your essential oils in that way, and you can also keep that one in the fridge. So the second tip I had was to make your own after sun spray, removing the toxic chemicals and supporting your kids this summer. The third tip I have is to get a hold of a really good insect repellent. So with sun and heat and humidity, along come the mosquitoes and the bugs as well. All the insects that we want to repel and keep away from us and our children. So what do I personally use on my children? We have a spray which is a combination of essential oils that repel insects, and we combine that with fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil is great because it's really nourishing to the skin, and when we're having exposure outdoors, wind and sun can really dry out the skin. So combining the essential oils with fractionated coconut oil is fantastic. Not only are we keeping the bugs away, but we're also bringing that moisture back into the skin. So there's a beautiful blend out there called Terra Armor. I can put the links below if you're interested in getting something that's completely tailored for insect repellent. That's the one we use, but there are other essential oils like cedarwood, lemongrass that you can be utilizing as well. Citronella is an amazing one also to be combining with your fractionated coconut oil and just as applying it on the body. This is a beautiful way to remove all those toxic ingredients that we find in your everyday insect repellents. They are very harmful to the skin and create a lot of sensitivity and are not the type of chemicals you want to be putting on your children's body. So that's my third tip, is to look for a natural insect repellent. The fourth tip is all about what happens if we don't quite get there and the kids get a mosquito bite or a bee sting. What's something that we can be using that's not a chemical concoction, a chemical-based product off the shelf? What's something natural we can be just grabbing from our own home to be supporting our family? We personally love the combination of frankincense and lavender, or either one will do. If you've just got the frankincense handy, that's fine. A bee sting, it will relieve that sting. My daughter got a bee sting on the trampoline the other day, and once we got the stinger out, we applied frankincense, and within seconds she was good to go. It's incredible. The other thing about bites, itchy bites, anything that has an itch, the lavender and frankincense is really, really helpful. Even a bull ant, anything like that. As our kids explore more outside and the outdoors when it comes to summertime, they're more likely to come across stings and bites. So if you do have a sting or a bite, just know that a combination of lavender and frankincense straight on the bite will support the itch and give your children some relief. The fifth tip I have for you is to have something natural available if we have some scratches or scrapes or little wounds that come along as our children play outdoors. It's really good to have a great antiseptic option. Again, moving away from those chemical-based options and putting something natural on the body that the body can assimilate with and work with, something that's very highly antiseptic. So our oil of choice is tea tree. We use tea tree essential oil all the time for its antiseptic properties. It's a great one to have to place on to the area. If your kids fall over or if they just get a bump or something, you can be using that as a great disinfectant. The other thing we also carry with us is once we've done that tea tree, we've put that on, there's another ointment that we love called Correct X. Now this is actually a doTERRA product. Correct X is a beautiful natural ingredient based antiseptic ointment. Got all the beautiful essential oils in there to help support the antibacterial, antiviral, antiseptic, antimicrobial, all the things you want from an antiseptic cream, and you can apply that. You can literally carry it with you. I have one here I can show you actually. That's the Correct X, and you can carry that with you and just apply it. I have one in my handbag, I have one in the beach bag, I have one in the caravan, and you can just take it with you and use it whenever you need to. So that's the fifth tip. So I'll just quickly recap on that for you. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask down below, and I will provide all the links that will support you in creating this natural toolkit for summer for your kids as well. So the first one is the natural sunscreen. Number 2 is the after sun care spray. Number 3 is a good natural insect repellent. Number 4 is bite and sting support spray, or you can even put it in a roller if that's easier. And number 5 is to have an antiseptic ointment available at all times to support the care of your kids as they adventure outdoors in the summertime. So thank you so much for listening. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We love bringing you great natural tips on how to care for your kids without the toxins, without the chemicals, so you too can bring health and beautiful abundance to your family as well. So thanks for listening, and I'll be back again soon. Cheers, guys.